Welcome back, guys, to another X and Y or Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against UTurnCrobat. You may have seen him on the channel before. He's a great guy, great content. He recently got a capture card, so make sure you go check him out for them. Very, very cool Wi-Fi battles. I've watched a couple myself. Very, very good quality. And we've got a mixed team match today. Brad basically wanted to test one of his teams, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna throw together some random Pokemon that I wanted to use for ages that I've been using and stuff. So just go through straight to the team preview. I am bringing the Victini, the Honchkrow, the Goodra, the Slowking, the Diancie, gifted to me by Just WeVile. Massive shout out to him for giving me that. That's absolutely puts in the work, I tell you. And the Breloom you've seen before. Brad is bringing the Heliolisk, which I've actually never battled before, so I have no idea how people run it or whatever. Chandelure, Pinsir, which is obviously his Mega, Malamar, Gastrodon, and Buffalon. Now, looking at leads, I was probably thinking that maybe the Heliolisk, I don't know how fast it is, but I was thinking, it could be Choice Scarf Volt Switch. I know it's electric type, might get Volt Switch. But other than that, I don't know any leads. So if I write my safest bet really is to lead off with Victini so I can U-turn straight in and out. But we'll see how it goes. Let's jump straight into the match. Okay, so he leads out with Afrojack, which is Buffalon. Now, I'm glad this. I did have to check the speed because I didn't know if it had outspeed a Jolly Scarf Victina, but I just went straight for the U-turn because I was scared of just him going for an Earthquake or Stone Edge. And me thinking he's probably just going to go for straight for a normal type move. Actually, it's a bit obvious the Earthquake. I went to Diancie and he goes for an Earthquake, and I was like, oh, thank God Diancie's physically defensive. And look at that, it takes it so well considering that's a Buffalon. Now, as soon as he switched, I was thinking maybe he's Choice Banded. I don't know, but I'll go for a Deflect anyway, just so I can live another one, just in case. And now, Gastrodon's coming out. I don't know what set it is. I kind of want to figure out if it's physical or especially defensive. So I go into my Slowbro, and it goes for the Slowking, and it goes for the Toxic. And I was like, you know what, that's fine. We've got Regenerator. We're fine. Now here, I'm still wanting to scout out what set he is. So I do go for the Slack Off, as he goes for an Earthquake, which reveals that he's mixed, so that it just shows he doesn't have Stealth Rocks, to be honest, because people wouldn't run Earthquake over Earth Power if there was just going to be one. So maybe I was thinking at the moment, like maybe Relaxed or maybe Sassy. I don't know. I haven't seen his whole moveset. It could have Waterfall instead of Scald. But I just went straight for the Psychic now just to try and figure out if it's physical or especially defensive. And he brings it up Pinsir, just a butt ton to Pinsir. Alright, right, the bug move is extremely obvious. Hopefully it doesn't go for another Earthquake. Predicting my Diancie, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go straight into Diancie just to try and take any bug move that he throws at me. Just hoping not to have an Earthquake, but I've got a Reflect up. He Mega Evolves, not trying to get that Moxie boost or anything, straight up Mega Evolves. And Red Bull, man, it gives you wings, but apparently not, because Red Bull are being sued right now and stuff. But he goes for an X-Scissor, and it does nothing to Diancie's. Diancie's like, bruh, come on. It's like, yeah, this is a guy, by the way. I'm pretty sure this Diancie's a guy. He's got skirt and long hair, it doesn't really matter. Goes into Afrojack as I go on my Stealth Rocks, which means Pinsir cannot come back in. It can't come back in, that thing is practically dead, so that's basically a 6-5 now. He goes for a Stone Edge, maybe predicting the Honchkrow because he went for an Earthquake last time. As I go for a Diamond Storm just for damage, and look at that nice thumbnail material, guys. And I get the Defense Rise, which I'm like, yes, I'm +2 defense now because of the Reflect and that. So I can easily take Earthquakes all day, and I take this time to go for another Diamond Storm, hopefully getting another Defense Rise so I can live after the Reflex wears out this turn. And it does a decent amount of damage, the Reflex wore off. I'm like, come on, Diancie. I think he did have a chance of living, but he just managed to take me out. So I'm like, you know what, Diancie, he did die, but you put in work. You took out this thing almost. I go into Victini just to get off that Choice Scarf. U-turn. I think he's just going to sack it off here just to get Switch Initiative, and he does. So Buffalon goes down, and I was like, thank God. That was a massive threat to my team, especially if it could have been Scarfed. Just head smash everything, or head charge, whatever it's called. I go to Toad because I've got my Sash, and I can put stuff to sleep in that. And he goes into Pinsir, and Pinsir just dies to the rocks. I don't know why I did that. He could have saved it for Death Fort later, but maybe he just wanted to get it out of the way. Maybe he doesn't like playing like that. He goes into Candelure, which is quite funny, but I have my Sash. I could go for a Rock Tomb and just finish it off there or Spore it, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to save my Sash for that Gastrodon, just in case he has an Ice Beam and lives anything, I don't know. We're going to Goodra, which, poo! Goodra, it takes that Shadow Ball like a boss, because he's an Assault Vest beast, and out comes a Malamar, and at this point, I went for a Dragon Pulse just to try and chip damage, see if he went for another Shadow Ball. I don't think he would have done, but this Malamar does not take that. He goes for a Payback, but it outspeeds, which is quite funny, so it won't do as much damage. It would have done a lot of damage, actually, if it was if it was actually slower and it managed to take another Dragon Pulse, but it doesn't. and Malamar goes down. He actually told me after the match that Malamar wasn't EV trained, so that could have actually helped him a lot if he was EV trained. Because I'm Gary right now, I'm just like, you know what? I need to figure out now whether it's physical or special defensive, just so I can know. And it does reveal, I think it is physical defensive, judging by the damage. Even though I got a crit, I'm pretty sure it is. Now, he went for an Earthquake, and I was kind of thinking, right, he's been over-predicting. Let me go for another Dragon Pulse, kind of sack off Goodra. I don't really need him anymore. But at the same time, he can try and go for a Toxic or a Recover. Trying to over-predict there, but he does go straight for a Toxic, which is an over-prediction on his part, which is going to cost him his Gastrodon. He could have gone for an Earthquake, taking out Pooh, but at the same time, Pooh didn't really matter. I mean, he could have gone for like a Recover or something later on in the game, which would have been really helpful, because this thing, it counters a lot on my Pokemon, like Victini and Honchkrow, and especially since it's physically defensive. But Pooh lives on 1 HP from the poison. I'm like, yes, we can just try and scout out what it's going to do. And he goes out Heliolisk, I can never say that. I can really never say that. And he goes for a Hidden Power. And I'm guessing it's Hidden Power Ice, just because electric type. So I'm thinking maybe he's Scarfed, maybe he's Specs. I'm going to Toad anyway. In reality, I should have just Mach Punched, but I didn't know whether it was going to kill or not, and I didn't want to risk it. So I went for a Spore, especially if I went Chandelure after I Mach Punched. That would have been awkward. I need this thing around, and I go for this Spore. Not like it matters anymore. I mean, it would have been nice if I just Mach Punched anyway, like you'll see here, it just kills. If I would have Mach Punched, I would have been able to take it down, live with my Sash when Chandelure comes out of Flamethrowers, and then retaliate with a Rock Tomb and finish the game there. But either way, Chandelure comes out, it's going to take down my Breloom, just try and, it's going to even the score a little bit here. And I believe I go out into Atlas, which is my Honchkrow, because he hasn't touched the field yet, and just Sucker Punch, because I believe he's like Scarfed or Specs or something, and just finish that Chandelure off. And that is the game, guys. That was a very quick Wi-Fi battle, obviously with the sped up and stuff. It was a very good one, very good Wi-Fi battle, Brad. We've had battles in the past before, and he's won and I've won and all this jazz. So he's a very back and forth kind of player, like me. How I was saying before, how I love them Wi-Fi battles where it's just like you can never tell who's going to win. It's just, you know each other's strategy and stuff. So make sure you go check out UTurnCrobat. Excellent battler. I love his sets. I love his Pokemon. I mean, I've never seen Heliolisk, so I think it's like RU, NU. I'm not sure, and I never really seen Malamar. I know Malamar's NU. So it's bringing some really cool pokes there. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Remember, go check out Brad UTurnCrobat. I'll see you all next time.